died.
Oh, Dad.
So Wendy died, and we're here. No producer Wendy.
We're going to bring her back as an AI.
Nobody clicking tabs to switch over to different videos. So we would like to start this episode by saying our condolences to the Wendy family, the producer family.
The Wendy family.
For the death of their producer daughter. She was female.
What's happening right now? Are you talking about us or her real family?
I'm just giving condolences to her family.
Okay.
Because Wendy died. We don't have Wendy here today.
Do you think we'd be this?
Wendy didn't actually die.
Do you think we'd still record if she died?
Yeah. Yeah, fuck Wendy. We gotta give people what they need.
We need the content.
I'd replace her in a second. It would take me no time. I'd have no remorse. Wendy knows I'm lying.
With finding
I'm looking over at Wendy right now, and she's not there. That's who I'm always looking at if you watch the videos.
I know, you're always looking at Wendy.
I always look at Wendy just to see her reaction. Is it a laugh or is she horrified? Because it's going to be one of the two.
It's a good thing for comics to have a producer because they act like an audience member.
Yeah, you get to see what you're bouncing off. That's why we didn't fucking do that one episode, because we were just looking over at Wendy and I think she fell asleep. She's sitting there. She's supposed to take notes when we have something that's like clip worthy or like whatever to make it easier for the editing. And she was just there, sitting there like with an empty notepad.
No, she had notes.
I know. It's just.
Oh, I have the notes from that episode. I still think we should bring it out.
There might be a clip or two in there. I think I said something.
I released a clip from it. The weather one.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
You should do the one about spas.
I don't remember what was said there.
This is about a certain demographic of people.
Oh, no. Fuck. I'm not, even if you wanted to post that on your own, I would be like, nope, not having myself in that clip posted.
Why? It's totally fucking normal. It's
Listen,
Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul. Did you watch Better Call Saul? That's what I said.
Maybe on the Patreon.
Yeah. No, well, we got to invent a Patreon to get enough listeners.
I think episode 10, we launched Patreon. This is 9.
If you want to launch Patreon, like I said, I'll show up and I'll talk, but I'm not doing anything else. And I mean, I wrote some notes. I got notes this time. I hand
notes
wrote
from my
notes. Notes from, I basically just wrote
I had
down
electronic notes and
things.
Scott just wrote my electronic notes down on his notepad.
Just like the physical feeling of a pen.
Yeah.
I just like not to be disconnected not to be connected to my phone. I wasn't connected to my phone this weekend or last week. I was over.
Yeah, why? Where were you?
Lake Utopia, New Brunswick. I would never sigh a happy sigh of like a dreamy sigh about New Brunswick.
I thought you were going for work.
It's just what I told work. No, I was there to sit and get drunk on a beach.
I didn't know it was a vacation.
Yeah, my friend has a cabin that was built in 1886, and it has no cell phone service, no electricity, no plumbing, nothing. And it's the greatest thing in the world. You can only get there by boat.
Damn.
And it's absolutely beautiful.
I
it was
wanna
the
go to
first
Lake
summer
Utopia.
that I got. I hadn't had any summer. Every other day I've either been working when it's sunny or it's been shit. So
Yeah.
but I think August is turning around. I think we're going to have a good August. I think August is going to be tight. I got the boat out.
Nice.
I got the boat out, and I got the cruise down a river. And I fucking...
On the boat.
Listen to some David Wilcox, Riverboat Fantasy. It was pretty great.
Okay.
I'm hosting... Lauren and I are hosting a show.
A show?
Music festival on Friday. And
what?
David Wilcox is going to be the headliner. Now, you don't know who he is because your music taste sucks. Because you're like Katy Perry and Taylor Swift.
Where's this music festival? Truro or something?
No, New Glasgow. So it's not like it's a... It's not,
Got it somewhere right.
It's not a big deal.
Is it like the Jubilee?
Is that what it is? Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing there. I just know that they asked us to host because of the kitchen party fame.
Are you singing or emceeing?
I don't think we're singing. I think we're just emceeing. I think we're just introducing people. I don't know why they chose me because I got to write jokes about that aren't my regular set because I can't go up and do retarded jokes on the fucking...
But you're also up there with Lauren.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Because I don't know. I don't know anything at all. It'll be fine. It's just whatever. We'll go up. We'll say, hey, welcome to the festival. I'm Scott. This is Lauren. People will wonder why we're there. And we'll introduce David Wilcox eventually. But David Wilcox is my boy.
I don't know this person. I'm sure he's great.
Canadian singer from Montreal, blues artist, fucking rock solid. Riverboat Fantasy, wicked song. Bad Apple, wicked song. Bearcat.
Okay.
Laying Pipe. It's very sexually suggestive.
There you go. Check out those songs.
Moving on. Moving on. Yeah.
We're doing
okay.
a thing
Do
in my friends group chat where we are trying to legitimately take give each other song recommendations for artists. Like 2 songs. You get 2 songs to win someone over on an artist. Like that's like out of their realm. So it's the idea of like you need to pick 2 songs that you think that person would like. And my friend Nikki is a Kip Moore fan. He's a country singer.
Okay.
And he got my friend Karen like a little bit hooked on Kip Moore now. So it's kind of a cool exercise to do.
I don't know who Kip Moore is, but he sounds like he sucks. Sounds like I don't want to hear more of him. What were the 2 songs? What were the 2 songs, you know?
It was Wild Ones and...
Wild Ones?
That's Us, I think.
And That's Us. I can guarantee you that Kip Moore sucks. Kip Moore. I'm fucking writing this down. We got to make a note in the group chat. Kip Moore review. Because I'm going to say this. This guy sounds like every other fucking country singer out there.
Always touring, selling out shows.
Yeah, so what?
People like him. Look, people like him.
There's a good country singer. His name's Chris Stapleton. He's the only one alive right now. Actually, there's probably a couple others.
Chris Stapleton, is he with a band?
Well, he has a bluegrass band, the Steel Drivers, and they're fucking dirty. Oh,
I think there is, in fact, a Taylor Swift song with Chris Stapleton.
Probably. Actually, I think...
bet you think about me.
Oh, well, that one would suck. But he's written, like, a bunch of, like, popular songs.
I bet you think about me is a good one.
Is it? But I don't know. We still got to do a Taylor Swift thing. An album review or something like that. Wouldn't you like to do an album review with me?
Well, I want to take a similar approach. I've wanted to do this as a podcast for a while, which was taking haters of Taylor and picking out like some songs for them to listen to that I think that they would like and like trying to like win them over to her. Mm-hmm. I've been thinking about like I'd love to make a podcast out of that, but there's lots of podcasts I want to make. And
I don't hate Taylor Swift.
Here we are.
Shake It Off is a jam. Love Story is a fucking jam.
But this is the thing. Shake It Off and Love Story. Not even in her top tier of songs that she has in her catalog.
Shake It Off. She doesn't have a better song than Shake It Off.
That's what
fucking throw the patriarchy on my car keys. Fuck that line. That sucks. That stupid fucking line that every fucking
says.
Every Taylor Swift.
She's not saying fuck the patriarchy.
I know it says it on her car keys.
On his car keys.
Yeah, and then what happened to her? She got fucking chucked by who was it? Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, he knows all about it.
Yeah, because I have you on my fucking Instagram. And there's 3-month period where you were just posting pictures and videos of you and a bunch of losers down at Hop Yard screaming, fuck the patriarchy on the car keys. And it's like, yeah, male feminist. No shit. That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to get fucking chucked by Jake Gyllenhaal.
She shook stadiums more than any other teams or audiences that have ever been in there. So
yeah,
the power of Taylor Swift. She's literally rejuvenating the economy. Because people are traveling to see her. I
don't think Taylor Swift sucks. I just think there's no way she's as good as her fans think.
Well, that's what I would be willing to argue you on.
Yeah, no, and I'd like to do a two song per album.
2 songs per album, but I also think we go beyond songs. We go into some of the things she's done.
Lyrical analysis?
No, some of her background.
Can you compile the best song lyrics from Taylor Swift, and then I will compare those. I'll come up with my most powerful song lyrics, and we'll categorize them into love,
it will
relationships.
It would be hard for me to pick. There's so many.
Oh, that's all right. I'll go to all the
But
poets.
you also have to listen to the song with the lyric. You can't just look at a lyric and read it.
Well, maybe
and get the full effect of it.
See, I was trying to think we could do like a...
So you know what I think would be fucking phenomenal?
Okay, go ahead.
Scott and I are going to do a live show at some point where it will be a classic format like this where we debate something. Maybe take audience topics or something. But I think trying to make Scott a Swiftie would be the most insane show because we could fill it with Swifties and have him react to Taylor Swift songs in front of a crowd full of Swifties.
Now I'm down with that as long as we get to pause it. As long as we get to pause it, and like as long as like maybe after maybe it's like try to make me into a Swiftie with all your fucking Swiftie fans, but then I get to analyze each song and do a live response. I won't make it out of there alive.
Well, it would be cute if you did a live commentary on the songs as to what you think it's about.
Yeah,
versus what it's really about. But also, it's all subjective because Taylor always says it's always what the songs are what you make it to be. It's kind of bullshit.
We know she fucked John Mayer.
We know who they're about. Actually, Dear John turns out not about him, about someone else.
Yeah, imagine that.
Dear John is what
only
you call
came out a year after her and John Mayer broke up.
No, she was involved with a music producer named Martin something or other.
And so she called it Dear John.
Martin Johnston? He had John in his last name.
Sounds like a cop-out.
That's who Dear John's actually about. But everyone assumed it was John Mayer.
Hold on.
But the timelines don't make sense, apparently.
When did
this
Taylor
is what I found
Swift
out on Dumois, a
date
podcast.
John Mayer. She dated him towards the end of 2009 into the beginning of 2010. Hold on. Taylor Swift, Dear John release date.
Gotta do the old version, not her new one.
It was in 2010. It definitely was fucking Dear John.
I don't know.
When did she fuck this producer?
Oh, we're not getting into
Taylor
this now.
Swift. Who was it? Dated. Who was it? John.
Just write Martin.
Martin.
It should show up.
John.
Is it showing up? Johnston or Johnson? Is it Johnson or Johnston?
Okay, well, 2 is better than 1. That came out in 2009. It could have been
Martin Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she dated him in 2009.
But it's just, people...
Did Taylor Swift sleep to the top?
We will never know.
Did Taylor Swift sleep to the top?
She's just involved with a lot of people.
Who are highly powerful in the music industry.
Don't slut shame.
I'm not slut shaming her.
Are you slut shaming?
Well, first of all, slut shaming is a female affair. It's not a men affair. Women slut shame, not men.
I mean... It's how
they get rid of the sexual competition is they slut shame them. Then the men don't want to fuck her because they'll have to deal with the social stigma of hooking up with that floozy. So I
love the word floozy.
Yeah, no, trust me. Slut shaming is a female affair. The only time it happens from a man is when his heart's been broken or he can't get laid.
That's
by
boring.
Her. But women, they do that to get rid of you.
Maybe it's your
from
kink.
The conversation.
Maybe you want to get slut shamed because it's your kink.
I don't think that's... How are you going to control that?
In dirty talking?
No, but how are you going to get other people to slut shame you? Okay, yeah, but during sex.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But that's not slut shaming. That's fucking that's just...
Well, you know what?
Just a Wednesday night.
What a weird world we're in.
You wanted to talk about things?
I don't really anymore. Now that we talked about Taylor Swift for a long time.
Hold on, we're going to do an AI boyfriend update.
I just wrote chit chat. I don't really have an update.
You didn't have an update,
so
on
let's
AI
just ignore
boyfriend?
that. Let's just ignore that.
What about the bus rant? I want to hear the bus rant.
I despise our Halifax bus system. Listen, not all bus drivers. I know. There's some great ones out there.
Yeah, okay.
That are phenomenal and nice and make your day. Mm-hmm. And they say hi and they have a smile on their face and they stop when you wave it down the bus. And I even had a bus driver once drop me off closer to where I lived, even though I didn't have a stop nearby because it was late at night.
My school bus driver lives down the street from me still, because I live in the community I was raised, and he still waves to me.
Oh, really? See, good
He's
bus driver.
the shit.
Now, some of them are pieces of shit who just drive by stops that they're supposed to stop at. You have one job as a bus driver, is to stop at the stops.
Yeah.
For us poor people who rely on you to get around.
But you're poor. You have no power over them. You just drive by you.
Yeah,
if they were picking up rich people, they'd stop off at every stop. But
that is my rant.
Yeah, no.
That is my rant. Why are you driving by me? The other thing is, one stopped recently at the stop, and I was waiting for him to open the door. And I don't know, he must have thought this girl doesn't want on the bus. And so he stopped and then took off. And I literally chased him down. I was like, and I did this, like waving my arms, like, what the hell? Because like there's like people behind me too being like, what the hell was that? It was the weirdest thing. It was almost as if he stopped and then went, oh, you must be waiting for another bus. Take off.
Know what you got to do?
And I was close to the bus and the door wasn't fucking open, so I could not go in.
Know what you got to do?
And then he was mad at me for flagging him down.
Did he stop you? Did he stop?
Eventually, I ran after the bus.
And what did he say when you got on?
He just kind of shook his head. But like,
these fucking people.
I'm
just trying to drive by him and they're like giving me shit for. That's awesome. I love it.
I think it's awful.
No, it's fucking terrible.
And you suck. And if you want bigger wages, be smarter and get a smarter job.
See, here's the thing. As long as enough people suck, you will just start to pay people more to do shitty jobs. And so explains
listen.
State of
pay
Western
bus drivers a fair wage, treat them well, whatever. But don't take out your hatred for your job on people who aren't your bosses.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
But here's what you got to do. Here's the trick. Carry around crutches. You see a bus going by, put the crutches under your arms and just pretend you got a limp and wave them down.
One thing I will
stop for you because you can't leave a cripple. Otherwise, you'll get beaten by the people on the bus.
Oh, okay.
And then when you get to the bus, just tuck those crutches up under your arm and walk on, pay, and say thanks.
My brother's
friend did that.
The other thing I want to rant about is just the fact that I had a horrific thing happen to me on the bus.
This is good for the podcast.
I went to get on it, and my worst nightmare happened. It went beep, beep,
Get
beep.
kneeled?
He lowered it for me.
Oh, isn't that like a requirement?
That's what you do for people in wheelchairs or with a baby, whatever the thing is called, a cart, carriage, or an old person.
Yeah, okay.
For me.
I think he might have been trying.
Don't you dare fucking lower the bus for me.
Well, maybe he was being kind. Maybe he was trying to be courteous.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe he liked you.
But it's...
Maybe he was trying to pick you up.
Hold
on. Maybe the bus driver was trying to pick you up. Hey, guys.
For
fucking
fuck's
sweet
sakes.
joke. This is why my comedy career is doing so well.
Bus rant number 3, final rant.
Final rant.
People who sit on the outside seat. There's 2 seats. It's a crowded bus. You sit on the outdoor seat. Go fuck yourself.
It's a crowd, and you sit. You sit on the aisle seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
I'll sit on your lap.
There's a special place in hell for you.
Yeah,
let me tell you that.
Or put your bag on the seat. I'll throw your bag on the floor. I'll throw your bag on the floor, sit down beside you, and just be like, "What are you gonna do?"
That's almost as bad as people who stand when there's empty seats and they clog. Get better, everybody.
How about standing in front of the door? How about standing in front of the door?
If you have to, that's fine. If you've nowhere else to go. But that's annoying.
No.
I've stood in front of the door before.
There's a stand in front of the door etiquette. You gotta walk out and then back in.
Yeah, of course. But some people don't. Some people are like, you can walk around me.
And if you're listening from a large metropolitan area and you have a subway transit system that we don't have, and you stand in front of the fucking door when the doors are opening, like to get on.
Yeah.
Like there's a special place in hell.
Oh God, people. We're all just trying to get to where we want to go.
I once picked up
Let's try to make it easier.
I once picked up an old Asian lady and literally picked her up and moved her to the side because she walked into my chest during rush hour. Like she was standing right in the middle of the doors. As soon as they open, she doesn't look up. She just, and I'm not saying like old, like she was like probably like mid-40s. It's hard to tell with older Asian ladies. With Asians in general, they're 16 to 50. Listen, Asians know this. Talk to an Asian. Do you know any Asians?
Yes.
Stop being awkward and white. Every Asian knows. You're fucking 16 to 35. That's what our guess is. And then you're 80.
People
and that's
have
it.
people have seen me from behind and thought I was Asian because I'm short with dark hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. It's like
Pale. The freckles aren't looking. I mean, that wouldn't. You must have had a long sleeve shirt. Timid. Sunken shoulders.
Yeah.
Submissive.
Anyways,
obedient. Well, an Asian woman from an Asian culture is subservient. Subservient?
Let's get to our talking.
They are.
Wendy is
if you're
not
an Asian
here.
listener, please write in.
Can we actually, speaking of listeners,
Yes.
can we give some love to our listeners?
Let's give love.
Because we've gotten like awesome reviews.
Got some great views. Really appreciate it.
Apple Podcasts. We've gotten people suggesting topics. I want to give 2 shout outs. One.
No shout outs. No fucking direct shout outs. We need them to keep commenting. You haven't done enough.
That is so like.
If you are, we'll tell you.
Come on.
No, we'll do a fucking thank you post.
Yeah, but I think it's nice to shout out the people who've been with us since day 1.
Ah, we've got all kinds out there.
Episode 1.
We're up to like 12 listeners now. Per episode, average downloads.
More like 30.
Yeah, well, hey, it takes time for these
30
things to grow.
loyal is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd rather that than 100 people who don't know the fuck who we are.
Yeah, well, no, I'd rather 100 because the number just makes me excited.
I mean,
guys, tell your friends we need 100 listeners.
Just, yeah, you know who you are. I've probably thanked you personally, but thank you for tuning in, listening, and continue to share the show. Tell a friend. Do a little referral thing.
Yeah, give us feedback. Tell us more suggestions. So
we're getting listener suggestions, but we haven't done a listener suggested episode yet.
And we're doing one tonight?
Other than the one that got botched. And tonight.
No.
We
Jonah Hill was a listener suggestion. And
no, it wasn't. It was you.
From a listener.
Oh.
A listener was a friend of mine, but it was a fucking listener.
Okay.
And what was the other one? Ix? Dating Ix? Was that you? That was you.
I'm pretty sure it was me.
It was you. Because you were saying it was trending on TikTok. We're trying to be trendy.
We're trying to be trendy. Let's get into our topic. Like
hold on. No, before we do the topic, I just want to segue. Do prettier people get picked up on the bus?
What do you mean?
Like, does the bus driver stop for prettier people?
I don't fucking know. We're all ugly and poor.
Do you not see where I'm going with this?
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe
because if they did, that might be a great way to introduce our topic for the day.
Well, maybe if they have big tits.
Maybe if they have big
tits. That may or may not be fake.
Ooh. That'll be the edit.
That was actually like pretty dead on.
Yeah, we almost harmonized there. So here we are. What's the topic today?
Cosmetic / plastic surgeries.
The topic is plastic surgery.
I'm also saying cosmetic procedures.
Sorry, I thought you said prosthetics.
No, cosmetic. Like
what's a prosthetic?
Prosthetic would
Something goes in your ass?
No, that would be like a prosthetic leg would be like a fake leg, right?
Yeah, but prosthetic.
How old are you? Jesus.
I'm funny. Well, what's the difference between a prosthetic and a cosmetic? Prosthetic, you need it. Otherwise, you'll be walking funny. You'll be walking funny either way.
Prosthetic, and I'm not a smart person, but prosthetic would be something created for you. Cosmetic would be something you're altering on yourself. That's kind of how I see it.
All right. I'm going with that.
Hey, that ain't bad.
That sounds good. I'd buy that.
That is not fucking bad.
If you were to tell me that, I wouldn't Google it after the fact. That sounds solid enough for me.
Fuck yes.
So how do we want to start this conversation? Is it good or bad? Is it good? Is it what did we learn? We actually did some like.
We did do some research. We did look up the, I guess, current trends, for these types of things, cosmetic procedures.
Now, if
a lot of them I didn't even know about.
Before you did your dickety-boo, your research, I'm going to be saying dickety-boo a lot. My body battery is at 17%, says my Garmin. Before we get into the dickety-boo, who do you think is is the surgery more prevalent amongst
women?
Yes. You got it. You taught me.
Well, we're going to...
93.
Why did you think I would ever fight that?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to be interesting.
I will say I was surprised at how high the percentage was. I was not expecting it to be 93% of cosmetic procedures are women who get them.
And that is a 101% increase over, that's from 2022, 93%. That's 101% more increase over 2021.
Apparently.
Now, why do you think that is?
According to this thingy that we found.
According to this one article, we're taking as gospel truth.
The article, actually, I will pull it up.
But hold on.
We should reference the article. It is plasticsurgery.org.
Why 2022 over 2021?
So I think I perused some articles.
Don't tell me why. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Because I want to venture a guess.
I didn't know about it until I read about it. So I don't really have any pre-thoughts.
No, just fucking have
about it.
Just give me why 2022 was there 101%. Think of the timeline.
Pandemic stuff? Pandemic weight?
See, body positivity was huge during the pandemic because body quality was decreasing significantly. Then body positivity took a big jump in 2022 or 2021 because everybody was coming out of their fucking caves and going, oh my God, I haven't done anything to myself in 2 years. And probably having to deal with the harsh reality of life. And then we're like, holy shit, I don't want to do the work to get rid of this. I'm going. And is that accurate? What do we have?
That's what people are saying. They're I don't have a direct quote, but yes, that's I don't know. None of this, we are not, listen, we read a couple articles, guys. Do your own research. But I think it's a fair assumption to make that yes, that probably has a huge impact on the number of procedures.
Just lazy fucks.
But also it's like, my thing is like, where do people get the money? Like, we're in a fucking financial crisis, at least here in Canada, probably everywhere.
Yeah, but did the poor ever get fucking plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery? I mean, if they did, they probably should have fixed their teeth first.
I mean, I know too many people who are getting lash extensions that are
below the poverty line
that need grocery money.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know.
So it's all the rich people that can finally afford all these surgeries because of the massive transfer of wealth. Thank you, Klaus Schwab, whatever his name is. What's his name? Klaus Schwab?
I have no idea who that is.
He's a guy trying to make you eat bugs.
Oh, okay.
You're just going to accept that? You're just going to accept that with no idea who that is?
Oh, okay.
The World Economic Forum. He said you're going to own nothing and be happy. Anyways.
Oh, okay. That I know.
Yeah.
I don't know names. I don't retain names unless I've consumed a lot of that person's stuff.
You haven't consumed a lot of Klaus Schwab?
What a fucking name.
I know. Imagine. And that's the evil emperor of the world. So he's the one that's making people afford all this plastic surgery.
Wait, what's he doing?
No, he's not doing shit. I'm just rambling here.
Yes, you are. Well, we could go over the top 5 procedures.
Top 5 procedures for women. Okay, I'm gonna guess.
Were.
I'm gonna.
You saw the fucking notes.
No, but I
You're
wrote
not
them
guessing.
down. I wrote them down, but I wrote them down hastily, and I'm gonna go breast implants. I'm just gonna base this off my Instagram feed. Breast implants, definitely butt implants. Is it gonna be the same thing though? This isn't even that impressive, right? Butt implants, breast implants, tummy tucks, fucking laser hair removal. Does that count?
You've only gotten one right so far. That's in the top 5 currently.
Liposuction.
That's there. So breast implants are decreasing apparently. Breast augmentation, which is I think making your boobs smaller.
No, that's reduction.
What's okay, maybe you're right. But I thought I did read later on that that's also up.
First of all,
people reducing or getting implants removed.
I just gotta say this because I said breast implants, making your tits bigger, and you said no, augmentation. And so
I got that wrong. I'm dumb.
I put augmenting thesaurus into Google. And it came back with make larger, make bigger, make greater. So, yeah, no, that's a breast implant.
Breast reduction is on there, though. It's the second highest.
The second highest is breast reduction.
Reduction. Actually, I don't know anyone who's gotten implants, breast augmentation, but I have known someone who's gotten reductions.
I know a couple reductions. I know a couple implants, but not implants. Implants not lately. That was back in just after high school.
Oh, really?
I mean, I guess, yeah. I think it was like a trend more so in the 80s during the Baywatch era, where
I would say so.
Tits got huge.
Yeah.
Now tits, they're not so hot anymore. I feel like a decent set's nice, but the
small boobs are in, I feel.
The obnoxiously large knockers, as they call them.
Yeah.
What I would call a knocker.
But I still think y'all love them still. Men. Y'all still love
big naturals.
Is there a limit on how big
Depends
boobs
who you're talking
get
to, man.
To where you go, that's too much for me.
For me, yes. But for others,
if
no.
it smothers you. If if they could choke you out, would that be
yeah
the limit on big boobs? But
again, there's people out there, big old tiggle bitties, and they do well for themselves. I mean, some guys are still out there, racking off and getting excited about them. I generally think that nice C cup.
That's what I am.
That most people.
I actually can do D or C. Depending on the type of bra.
I'd say D's probably more your size. I don't mean to grossly look at your tits.
Well,
but
do you want to know what is wild?
What?
That you say that. God, I've never been tempted to take off my bra and show Scott the bra size.
Can you not?
Because that's what you would guess, right? Probably a larger C or a D.
I only know a minimal amount about things. I just know that one time somebody told me that this was a C. I don't know if I go much bigger than a C.
So this will be shocking to you. I'm wearing a strapless bra right now.
Okay.
I went to 2 stores.
Wait, put it back on.
No, I'm just going to show you the tag.
Put your shirt back on. Oh my God, Sarah. The image of your tits is burned into my eyes.
This is also a video podcast.
Yeah, but not everyone's watching. You whore, put your shirt on. What the hell is wrong with? What are you trying? Why don't you just tell me? I can't see the tag. I don't want to see the tag.
I want to get your reaction. So just take a look at what the size really is of this bra. It might be a bit sweaty.
Oh God, you're really selling yourself. I don't even know where to look.
It should be on either
38B?
Yeah.
That's Canadian. Hold on. Who's this other one? Is that Russian? Oh, international.
38B.
So wait, international tits have, was that an 85? International?
Oh, don't worry about that. The friggin' American sizing is hard to understand. Don't even.
Something tells me
So
to be a lot of
38B.
Zeds in
If
the
you are
Midwest.
a 36C, you could also wear a 38B. If you are and then I think it's like if you so bra sizing is fucked because if you want to go up in the band size, you have to go down the cup size. It's very weird. But
I don't know what any of them
But if
are.
you think about it, it does make
what
sense.
What determines outward breast?
Your bust.
No. Distance from chest to my
Bust.
hands sticking away from my chest.
That's your bust
and
measurement.
that is measured in the
Cup size.
letter. The letter or the number? How do you not know this?
The number, I'm pretty sure.
The number is how far your nipples are away from your rib cage.
Well, the number would be actually. Well, it's not just your chest, so it'd be from here to here,
and
your whole thing,
and the
and
listen,
then the cup size is the
how
letter.
droopy. Cup size is droopy, and the number is protrusion. Droop and protrusion. Imagine if that's how they. Imagine if they sold fucking bras.
Droop is not like the word that I would want to use.
Oh, it's a great droop you have there. Oh, I love your protrusion. Neither of those, they both sound
Why
very...
wouldn't you say fullness or something?
No, because I'm trying to make it... I'm being funny.
I don't... Anyways, I was flabbergasted that I could wear a size B bra. And I won't lie, I felt... Whatever the feminine version of emasculated is, I got sad. I was like, what? I thought I had big knockers and I can take a B cup? Huh?
Yeah.
I got very confused. It was a very weird moment for me. But this is the bra that fits me best right now.
But is it because it's strapless?
I think maybe.
Because a strapless bra would have more droop leniency, I imagine.
You also want a little less coverage because you're probably wearing like...
More DL.
Like more like booby shirts, more cleavage. So,
do you?
Well, that's what you would wear a strapless bra if you were wearing like a tube top or like a strappy shirt that like.
All right, so we're fucking straying way off.
We really, really are. Anyways,
so
bra sizes are fucked, is what I'm saying. And
tits are getting smaller in preference.
Smaller in preference,
and I would say that's probably common. But I think asses are getting bigger.
I don't think so. Actually,
again, my Instagram feed says differently. It says that asses are giant. Now, I don't think everyone's going Kim Kardashian anymore. That was always a little obnoxious, if you ask me.
So this article does say, what's BBL?
Brazilian butt lift.
Let me just see here.
Can we take...
So it says, it does say, we've been starting to get requests for a more natural look. Women want a breast augmentation that's going to be proportionate with their body frame versus what kind of stands out or is overly exaggerated. Mm-hmm. So more natural is the way that people are going now. Big
naturals, but not
overly big.
Yeah, not stripper tits.
I'm trying to find anything about butts here. I don't really know.
I wrote down Brazilian butt lifts. That's all I wrote. I didn't write any context to it. Just...
Well, that wasn't in the top 5, oddly enough, right?
I don't think it was. No,
because we have
BBLs.
abdominoplasty, which is tummy tuck, still popular. Listen,
yeah, because it's the hardest part to lose.
I wish I could make a fucking Amazon wish list of the surgeries that I would get.
Why don't you go back and listen to episode like 1 through 3, and then you won't need any of this shit.
1 through 3.
Morning routines, working out, body positivity, whatever it was.
Liposuction's still popular, and that can be like anywhere. Mm-hmm. So that's not just your stomach.
Oh, the old blepharoplasty.
Which is, what is that, Scott?
I don't know. I didn't.
Eyelid surgery.
No, eyelid surgery is next. Oh.
No, that's what they're saying it is. So they're saying the technical term, and then they're saying what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So blepharoplasty. Blepharoplasty.
I never even knew was a thing. I didn't know.
See? And that's because you're ignorant. And that's why you get so weird when I make Asian comments. Because it's all Asian women. It's so popular amongst Asian women to get North American eyes. They get rid of the flap, is what they do. That entire group of people, no exceptions. That is what the Asians do.
It removes excess skin from the eyelids.
Yeah, I mean, most commonly, it's going to be, I'm pretty sure that's the eye flap surgery. Because where the hell else does that make sense?
It says it's a type of surgery that removes excess skin from the eyelids. With age, eyelids stretch and the muscles supporting them weaken. As a result, excess skin and fat can gather above and below your eyelids. This can cause saggy eyebrows, droopy upper lids, and bags under the eyes. So it's like tightening your eye area.
Okay.
Which also makes sense because we all know as women, what we hate hearing is you look tired.
There's literally Asian blepharoplasty.
That's fine.
It takes 5
We're
to 10
talking general though.
I know, but I just want to make sure that this isn't racist. And it's very known that there's actually Asian blepharoplasty, which lasts anywhere from 5 to 10 years, and then they do it again. Apparently, imagine that, doing it again.
But this is tightening the skin around the eyes.
Yeah.
I didn't know people were doing this.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, no,
That would be a hellish surgery. Jesus Christ.
well,
I can't even imagine. Oh my God. Do you want to know how much it costs?
too much.
$3,000 to $7,000.
Imagine. Okay, I got to see a blepharoplasty. God damn it! Why is it got to be so long and difficult to spell? Before and after. That's what I wanted. Why are you destroying me, Google? All right. You know what? Some of these chicks look like they needed it. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can I see? What are you looking at?
No, yeah, no, for sure. Like she,
Right?
she definitely needed
Okay,
it.
so,
She
like,
needed it. She needed it.
And you want to know what? I'll be honest.
She fucking needed
But
it.
it's also like
Holy
you
shit.
you can't tell that they've had work done. It's a more natural looking surgery.
Yeah. So I was ready to outright say I disagree with all eye related surgeries, but a blepharoplasty is a fucking good one. I might have been wrong about the whole Asian part though, because that's like this is under the eye. This is your eye bags, basically.
Dear
this
Lord.
guy needed it too. I bet you. I wonder what Steve Buscemi would look like if he had one done, because he's got those buggy eyes.
It's not on men as much as it's on women.
That's true.
Especially in Hollywood, I will say. Especially like actors and stuff. Like
What?
older women actresses are like iced out of roles really, really, really fast.
Yeah, it's because
They say that over 30 is like you're pretty fucked. Like if you're not already super famous.
Yeah, I see that. But I mean, that's because what was that Patrice O'Neill said? Men age like wine, women age like bread.
That's terrible. And you know what's the most terrible part about it?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Hey.
I'm not gonna lie. You fuckers age better than we do.
Oh, look at me. I look better than I ever have.
It's because it's so exhausting to deal with you
God,
guys.
I'm so fucking handsome. No, it's because you guys take too much. You take it too seriously.
I think there's okay. So should we get into the discussion part,
bad moods?
or do we want to go through a list of because there's tons of
Hold on, I want to
procedures.
touch on this before we move forward. How hot must the asses in Brazil be?
You tell me. I'm sure you've looked them up.
No, I haven't, but I'm about to right now. Brazilian asses. Let's Google it. Brazilian asses. Yeah, no, I approve.
There you go.
But are these real? Or are these butt lifted butts? How much does a Brazilian butt lift cost?
I'm on my article. I don't want to move away from my article.
Okay,
You look it up.
I'll Google it. $4,800 to $5,200
It's all on mine.
for 10 years. That's actually not that bad over 10 years.
I mean, if you have it, do it. If you want to do it.
That's $520 a year. That's $43
Yeah, but you have to have it up
a
front,
month.
Scott. Not a lot of people have that up front.
Not if you have a fucking...
Is there a payment plan?
Line.
Can I finance?
100% you can finance.
Can I finance my Brazilian butt lift?
Yeah, because you're going to pay interest and they'll make more money. 100%.
I don't know if that's a thing you can do.
I guarantee it.
With a surgery cost?
Okay. Line of credit?
Look it up.
Line of credit. I'm not looking up fucking financing.
Can you finance? I bet you can't, because it's a fucking surgery.
Why wouldn't you be able to? They're going to do a credit check. You can finance whatever the fuck you want. I work in sales. Can you finance cosmetic
procedures?
Surgery. Cosmetic financing. Medicard. Cosmetic surgery financing. No impact to your credit score. There's like 30 places in Halifax that do it.
All right. Well, there you go. Scott's right.
So for $43 a month, you could have an ass.
I feel targeted because
Shakira.
I don't want a bigger ass. My boobs are good
You
enough.
just said you'd do it if you could afford it.
I just so desperately want to move on from this.
Hold on. $43 a month.
Do.
It's $1.40 a day to have an ass like Shakira. That's worth it.
If you think it's worth it, do it up.
It's not
my
have
choice.
You seen my ass?
It's not my
ass
choice.
Is beautiful.
I have other procedures I would put before about one.
Like?
Oh my gosh. We ready?
Yes.
Let's see. I would get my teeth straightened, first of all.
Well, that's not
I would get
cosmetic.
double chins.
Well, I guess it is.
I would get chin liposuction, get rid of all this. Gone. I would get tummy liposuction. I would get body contouring. I would get... What else would I get? Microblading eyebrows so that I don't ever have to do my eyebrows again.
Microblading, that's not expensive.
No, it's really doable.
Yeah.
But it is a cosmetic thingy, right? I guess procedure. What else is there that I would get done? I mean, it's pretty endless. The amount of procedures I would get done if I had the money to do so.
And what do you do when it all comes back?
Get it again.
But this is the problem. I think this is why people look like lizards when they get older. Is because...
Oh, Botox. I forgot about that. But I would only get minimal Botox. I have one wrinkle right here above my eyebrow that I'd want to get filled in. I wouldn't mind a lip lift, but I wouldn't want lip injections because I don't love the way that lip injections look. If you do them, power to you.
No, but if you do them, stop. That's my...
But
I
don't. I'm not a huge fan of how they look.
No, I've seen a lot of people who are beautiful ruin their face with lips. Because I say it's like fucking Nancy Reagan's drug campaign. Not even once. Just say no. Just don't do it. Don't even do it.
Some women love them.
I know, and they look fucking weird, and it's not cool, and you should stop.
I mean, I'm not really saying you should stop. I'm saying I personally wouldn't do it.
I am saying it, and it is the official stance of the Scott vs. Sarah podcast that you should stop doing that to your face. You're beautiful the way you are.
Well, that's bullshit. Not everyone is beautiful the way they are.
They're not getting better because of their lips. Unless you've been mauled by a bear, then I'll go, you know what? Do something to her lips. Other than that, I'm sure you're fine. Because eventually you're just going to look weird. Like
could we get into the audience feedback? Because I posted some polls here.
What do we got?
So I did a couple of quick, impromptu, very last minute polls. Let's see. I'm just going to start with what are your general thoughts on cosmetic procedures? So someone did say, do whatever makes you happy, but not for me. Glad it exists for medical necessity / accidents.
Yes. See? That's what I say. If you get mauled by a bear.
If you have the money, why not? But if it's botched, everyone will notice. True. Mm-hmm. That's the risk you take when you do it.
And death, apparently.
Yeah. Not for me. I think there's something to be said for aging gracefully. Don't fight it.
I'm fully on board with that. Although I might say that eye one. That eye one might be worth looking into.
But you can also do really, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that could be achieved with like skincare and
It's gonna be a
more
level
non-invasive.
It's gonna be a level of old you get to.
And tiredness. Somebody else said the more the merrier. If it makes someone if it makes someone happier, who am I to judge them having a procedure done? Which I'd like
Scott McLean is I am here to judge you.
And then I wrote, I actually called one of our people out on this. I said, would you be less attracted to someone knowing they had work done? And the feedback on that is probably, and definitely if it's obvious. If I didn't know before they told me, it's fine. Another probably, a no. And then this was the one that I had to call out because I highly disagreed. No, it's not about me. A happy human is an attractive person or an attractive human.
Nothing says happiness than chasing after beauty standards and paying money to look like a...
I don't necessarily agree that just happiness makes you attractive. I don't necessarily agree with that.
No.
I think some people got a bad bag.
Yeah, for sure. I know.
And that's just the fact of the matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't make them like less valuable to society or like not worth loving or whatever. But
speak for yourself.
But like, what?
No, get out of here with your fucking happy, ugly self.
Oh, God.
No, I'm just being a dick.
That made me sad.
Nah, look at Gandhi. He was pretty happy. He doesn't have a whole lot going for him in the looks department.
I get where the person's coming from, but I did call this person out, and I was just like, yeah, but you still got to be attracted to someone. Like, if you're meeting someone, physical attraction is still very important. You know?
No, physical attraction, but physical attraction can be brought up by a positive attitude.
So, absolutely.
Some people, you're going to have to be pretty fucking positive and you're still hopeless.
Well, there you go. And that's kind of what I'm getting at here. And what I'm getting at is the world is still fucking shallow. Body positivity has come in and really tried its best. But the world is still very shallow and there's still standards of beauty that I don't know if we'll ever fucking fight.
Well, that's why I say au naturel is the way to go. I don't believe Botox is right. If I had to, I'd even allow Blastaflago maybe or whatever it was called not to be a thing. I would sacrifice having to look at your puffy eyes just so everybody would have to be just natural. Then we wouldn't have to deal with these fucking standards. Then
You'd be fine with the baggy eyes?
I'd be fine with the baggy eyes as long as I wouldn't have to look at a person who's clearly had a lot of work done and then be like, well,
definitely in the would you rather, it would be much better to deal with someone who hasn't had work done versus someone who's had too much, I think.
Because what was the question? Would we judge somebody?
Yeah, I just said, would you be less attracted to someone knowing they had work done?
I wouldn't be the work. It'd be the quality of the work. Like that one person said how obvious it is. Yes.
Well, the other thing is like, what if you're with someone and you're like, oh my God, amazing boobs. And then you found out they were fake. Would that change your thought on the boobs?
I have a story for this.
Oh, here we go.
It was just the biggest, dumbest man
Jesus.
thing that happened. It was just a Tinder hookup when I was in my dog days. And me and the lady were becoming intimate.
Yeah.
And she took off her shirt and I grabbed them, and it was my first time like grabbing them in that context, and I stopped mid like escalation of sexual
okay
to go, hey, are these real? I said it just like that. Like I stopped.
How did she react?
She said no. And then I was like, cool. And then I was like, oh, let's keep going.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm a fucking idiot.
It doesn't matter, right?
No, it's...
I get the sense that guys don't care. They just like tits.
Yeah.
I get the sense that it's...
Like they were quite large, but they weren't like obnoxious. Like she had they would be more than what I would call a standard augmentation. Like they were there.
But also when women get the "are these real?" question, a lot of us take that as a compliment to go, "Oh, my boobs must be so perfect that this guy thinks that they're fake."
But they were fake. So I don't think she took it as a compliment. I think she was like, why would you ask me that?
But it's a fact.
Yeah, I know.
How can you argue a fact?
But I don't think...
How can you feel bad about something you did?
Because you're in the middle of passionate lovemaking and then someone stops and asks you a question.
But she should know that guys are dumb. They're still going to fuck you.
Okay. Sarah, I know it's been a long time.
They don't, like you said, you just went on about it.
But
it didn't ruin anything, did it?
But, it definitely...
It put a stall on things.
Caused pause.
It stalled things?
We didn't stop. But there was a moment of like...
Unhardness.
Serious, bro? And I was like, oops. Oh, I'm just... but I just got excited. I was just
How
like,
did she recover, though? Like, so she was a little taken aback.
I didn't fucking... I just kept on going. I just fucking smoothed my way back in there.
Okay. Well...
Just went in with a nice slow... No, I don't.
Well, that goes to show. I don't. And then this person who said that happiness makes you attractive, I just made him admit to liking all boobs, no matter if they're fake or real. And he did. And I was like, thank you for confirming.
Yeah. I don't say all boobs.
Not all boobs.
There's a breaking point, but that's just me. That's my preference. To each their own. Tomato. And
then here's my other question. If you had a partner that you were with and very in love with, and then they got plastic surgery and you did not like the results, what would you do?
I would.
Would you tell them?
No.
Would you stay with them if the results, very much so, if it was a botched situation?
Yeah, isn't this?
Would you stay with them?
Isn't this if I was deformed, would you still love me?
It's kind of similar, right? But I guess the only difference is like this was a voluntary thing.
I'm gonna
would
say
it really matter?
Well, I guess it depends on how much you love or like this person.
I guess it's always gonna depend, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes, but I'm also going to say that I'm adamant about just let's just see how things go. Let's just leave them as they are. Because I don't know. I guess I'm just a sweet traditional male who's got a lot of respect for women. And I think you just fuckable the way you are.
Yeah. Cool. Cool, man.
We didn't even get into male surgeries.
Oh, yeah.
So what are the male procedures?
So among men, the top two are you pronounced this earlier.
Gynecomastia,
which is
breast reduction. Now, it might actually be enhancing in certain contexts too.
This is what confused me, because that's what they're saying is the top procedure, but when I looked it up, it was a condition of having enlarged. Can you look up just...
I did. It's
gynecomastia procedure
surgery,
and what it is?
And it's typically breast reduction, and it takes your little floppy man boob and turns it into a chest.
Got you. So it's reducing man boobs.
It's a man boob reduction.
And then liposuction's the other one. And I love that there's only two.
Oh, no. When I scrolled through that website, through the plastic surgery website, it under men, the only two that it showed.
Yeah, I'll go there right now.
Was gynecomastia and hair transplant.
I guess that's one too. I guess that would be a big one.
Yeah.
But there's not,
But that was like the specific two specific male ones was male breast reduction and hair transplant. Liposuction is bisexual.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's exactly it. So interesting. Are a lot of guys getting their titties reduced?
Well, I don't know, but Steve Mackey has that bit about how beer has a lot of hops in it nowadays, and hops have a lot of estrogen, and estrogen makes you grow tits, have erectile dysfunction, and become depressed.
God damn.
Yeah. So
Halifax is going to be bumping with big titted depressed.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
So. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's just. I think it sounds like. That one sounds just like you're lazy. It sounds like a lot of these are you're just lazy.
But you want to know what? I don't blame people for taking an easy way out.
I do.
I don't. I don't. So this is where we'll very much so differ on it, because like, how can I work out and make my boobs bigger? What workouts can I do?
No, we're talking about reduction.
Okay, but still,
you can work out and make your boobs smaller.
Can you?
Yes.
Factual, I know that when you lose weight, they do go down a bit, but not much.
As a woman, though, as a man who had tits, I can assure you, who now has a chest, who had a natural gynecosmastia, I can assure you that you can turn man tits into an actual chest
without surgery.
You can do.
Did you feel bad when you had those?
Surgery without surgery. You can just take care of yourself, and you don't need these things.
Liposuction, yes. I think the eye one, with skincare and lymph node drainage. There's things you can do that aren't
cold
surgical.
Compress.
Yeah, there's a bunch of and really good serums. I think would help.
I love a good serum.
And what are the other ones?
Pretty much everything for your face. Facelift, face fucking whatever.
Anything that's reducing things. What about lips though?
You don't want
lip
to.
reductions a thing? Do people go in and they're like, I have too much lip, I want less lip? I wonder if that's a thing. I don't think so. Let me look.
No, because I feel like usually they are definitely a thing, but it's usually for people who've gone too far.
It's people who've already had
way too many. Because I don't know, you've seen those blowfish people.
Yeah.
You've seen the fucking people that have just gone way too far, and you're like, what happened to your face? What happened to that one chick?
It is a thing, apparently. Lip reduction is a thing.
Yeah. Well, because some people want to have those little thin lips. That's what a lot of it seems like.
Trust me, you don't want those. I got thin lips.
No, you don't have those thin lips.
Mine are pretty fucking thin. I hate it.
You should get surgery.
I would not. I would do the lip lift, not the lip injection. Because I don't want puffy.
Just leave it.
Puffy big lips.
Just don't. Just let it be.
Anyways, let's get to the main question. So, what overarching? What are your thoughts on it? You're against it. You're not for it.
I don't want to say against it. If you get mauled by a bear, if you got droopy eyes, if you are morbidly obese, if you I'm good for liposuction if you're doing what they do on that My Big Fat Life or whatever it is. What's it called? My 500-pound life.
Yeah. Okay.
600 pounds.
But do you think that that's lazy of them?
No, because that fucking savage of a doctor will roast you if you go into his office and you didn't lose your first 200 pounds.
Right. So there's things that come with that.
Yeah.
An accountability that comes with that. That's
said,
good.
I'm a picky eater. He's like, you can't be fucking 400 pounds and be a picky eater.
Oh, man.
Pretty fucking funny. That guy is my favorite person.
I've never watched the show.
Oh, watch it. Just watch highlights of that doctor. I can't remember what his name is, but it's I don't know what. Well, you fucking Google it. My 600-pound life doctor roasting patients. He flames, motherfucker. He has no patience.
I'm glad.
They come in for they're 700 pounds, and they're making up excuses why they can't lose, 100 pounds, which basically happens once you just don't eat that much. To lose your first 100 pounds, these guys are doing it in a month of counting their fucking steps.
Right.
They just have to do the absolute. If you
Cutting
stand
calories.
up off the fucking couch and you don't eat 6 extra large pizzas, you will lose 100 pounds in a month.
I had a professor in university that was larger. And
Larger.
He had,
Larger than who?
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say that he was like obese.
You're talking Adele pre or post surgery, Adele.
Not as big as Adele. But he used to drink like 2 big liters of, like the 1 liter, I guess, the thing of pop, 2 of those a day.
Yeah.
This was his terrible habit. He stopped doing that and he lost so much weight. Just from kicking one bad habit.
If you're a person who drinks pop and you stop drinking pop, you will lose.
Yeah. It's crazy how much sugar is in it.
Like an average person, if you're 5'10", 5'9" to 6 feet, and you have like 20 pounds that you could lose, you can do that just by cutting out pop. I had a manager of mine, and he lost 50 pounds because he used to drink, I think he said it was 1 liter or 2 liters. I don't even know. It wasn't a day. Maybe it was 2 liters a day. It might have been just 1, but he lost a shit ton of weight just by getting rid of, and he might have just got rid of like dark pop.
Yeah.
Like Coca-Cola. He might have switched to fucking Sprite.
Right.
But don't switch to diet. Don't switch to diet.
A little tiny change kind of.
I mean, you're drinking like a fucking pound of sugar.
But it's also the same with people who stop drinking. Like they stop drinking alcohol. Yeah. So.
Well, that's just all the calories and the carbs and everything too, right? So, and carbs or sugar or whatever the fuck it is, however science makes that happen. It's a lot of excess, empty calories, and pop's a big one though.
Mm-hmm. Pop's a huge one.
So for liposuction, sorry, that's not lazy. No, because if you're going to do liposuction and you're morbidly obese, you typically have to show a commitment to losing the weight before they'll even do it to you.
Yeah.
Now, if you're someone that came over out of COVID with a fucking COVID-20 on and you get liposuction,
that's lazy.
You're lazy and it's not going to make your life better. You're just going to be like, oh my God, I'm so much thinner now. And then you're going to get fat again.
What about specific areas? Like, what about targeted liposuction? Not necessarily tummy tucks, but like, so you got fat legs or something. And
well, I still think you should do everything you can
before that's the option.
Before a procedure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that would be mine.
I agree with that.
Make a fucking effort first because you'll feel better just by virtue of that.
Yeah.
And I honestly think, why do you want to look the fucking same as everybody else? I think this is the thing about, here's what I don't like about the lips, is that whenever you see one girl with the lips, she's in a group of other girls with the lips.
Really?
And they all look like a bunch of girls who care about their fucking lips so much, and you're just like,
Yeah. And the lip thing, I don't even really know when that came in, but that was definitely a thing for a long time. Really big, fat lips. And like, even still, there's like lip plumping glosses that like are supposed to puff them up.
Now, there's another one is like putting in fucking Botox in your forehead or whatever, and to get rid of your lines or whatever.
I would do that.
Nah, but don't.
I got one.
Just don't.
I got one. And but again, back to your theory, still lazy, because you know how you knock out wrinkles? You shouldn't ever express yourself. I'm legitimately truthful when I say this.
Yeah, but aren't laugh lines beautiful?
People tell women not to smile or laugh because it will cause wrinkles.
How many like old had a bunch of surgery people have you seen that you've been like, God,
you're also supposed to
look at fucking Madonna. Look what happened to Madonna. Do you think Madonna would have been where she is today at that Super Bowl or wherever the hell she was, where things went real bad, if she just naturally aged? She probably would have been fine.
Oh, well, this is just it, right? There is a point where it goes too far.
Sofia Vergara, how much has she had? She's definitely had a bit of work done, huh? Probably more subtle. So my personal opinion is I'm fine with it if it's going to make you feel better about yourself. I do think little procedures or subtle procedures, depending on what you want to get done, if it's something that you genuinely are like, if I had this, I would be a much more confident person. I don't see the harm in doing it. I just don't.
Do it up. That's my thing. I think confident people are the people who will, hopefully care for themselves more.
Here's what I think.
In the end.
I think that if you are using surgery to gain confidence,
that's
you're not
lazy.
You're not solving the problem.
I'm not saying
Your problem,
I'm not saying get confidence, improve your confidence.
Okay, if you are using surgery to improve your confidence, you haven't addressed the root cause of the insecurity that is leading you to get surgery.
But what if it's purely aesthetic? Like, what if it is just literally like, I don't like how I look in this specific way.
So I hope people will look at me differently. And then you're going to get the surgery and you'll be like, I hope people are looking at me differently.
I don't think so.
Where
I think
what you need to do is remove your concern with what people think.
I mean, yes. Absolutely.
Cosmetic because you got mauled by a bear.
Who doesn't like
attacked by a chimpanzee?
Take people out of it. Take other people out of it. Take them out. Who does not like seeing a photo of yourself where you look good versus ones that you hate? It's not always about other people. It can be about yourself and how you see yourself and wanting to look better.
Yeah, but isn't in my loving yourself, loving yourself, not changing yourself so that other people will love you and then now I can love myself? Aren't you when you're using surgery to feel better about yourself? One, I think a lot of the times when you say something like that, you're saying, I feel better about myself. No, you feel better that other people might be thinking you look good.
I don't necessarily agree. I don't necessarily agree with that. And I also don't think it's a big deal if you do care what people think, because we're humans on this fucking earth interacting with each other. And we kind of have to sometimes.
But I think you're
care what other people think.
I think you're missing the point. If you got mauled by a bear or you got mauled by a chimpanzee and you are fucking disfigured, yeah, I get it. I understand why you want to have surgery.
Yeah.
If you just keep looking at your nose going, oh God, I hate my nose.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hate my nose. I hate my nose. So to the point where you get surgery.
Yeah.
I still think you are going to be, on average, the large majority of people that go down that road are going to not be satisfied with the result because the insecurity that
doesn't go away.
It doesn't go away. And that is, well, you could shake your head, but how do you explain the person who completely fucking disfigures themselves with an obsession of surgery?
I mean, that's different. I'm not really talking about those people. I'm talking about people who get one procedure, they target a specific area, it's been bugging them for years, and they just treat themselves to getting it handled. I know.
Do you think that's the average person?
I've listened to podcasters who've gotten nose jobs and have been like outrageously happy with them.
Now, did they get nose jobs aesthetically, or was there also a point for their septum or something like this?
Aesthetic.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe there was some medical stuff too. I don't know. But I trying to be happy with oneself is such a hard undertaking, and I just feel like if this is something you want to do to make you happier, do it up. And it's up to you, I guess, whether you want to fall down that road of getting 1,000 things. And going down that road.
Research by Medical Accident Group found that 65% of people they polled regretted their surgery.
That's fine. I've never claimed that the most.
But then, to your point, 83% of people who had plastic surgery wouldn't consider having any form of cosmetic procedure again.
I really think
so. Maybe a lot of people are out there going and doing a one and done.
I really think a lot of people have that one area or one thing that, like, if they could get done, they would. And I see nothing wrong with that. And I also think those people can also be people who love themselves, people who are confident, people who are healthy. I don't think that there's any correlation there.
To what?
I think people who want to get one thing changed about themselves can still be people who have confidence, love themselves, and take care of themselves. And they just have one thing they want to do that will make life a little bit better.
Yes,
so
I agree.
why the fuck not? Like, for me, like, I despise my side profile. Despise.
But you, Sarah, you listed
thing?
like 13 different surgeries that you would do.
The chin thing would be, if I had to choose one, it would be the chin. Like, if it was one and done, it would be the chin, or maybe the teeth.
But you chose 17. You're choosing 2.
Right. There's tons of things I would do.
So maybe
I said at the start of the show, anything I can do to make me more attractive, I'll do. Some people are blessed with being good looking. Mm-hmm. Blessed with it.
But a lot of those people go for multiple surgeries.
And that's fine too. That just goes to show that everyone's insecure about something. I just think we can't box cosmetic surgery into one box because there's so many different procedures. There's so many different approaches to it. And like, just saying yay or nay, that's just not how that works. Like, I do fully see the dangers. But I guess what I'm saying is like, that's their choice when they go into it. That's the risk they're taking.
So what do we think the causes are of plastic surgery addiction?
The causes? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've never been addicted to cosmetic surgery, so I can't really
but what
speak
would
for
we
that.
Say? Would that be social media? Is it
I imagine,
mental
because
disease?
most of it is, and we're going to be here another hour now, but I imagine a lot of it does have to do with nothing's ever enough, and there's always a different standard to be met, especially with women. It's 93%. You can't. It's women are getting more plastic surgery. They just are, because I do think the standards are higher on us. And yeah, it is that nothing's ever enough. Ooh, I got this, but now what if I get this? And if you're someone who has a shit ton of money, yeah, that you're going to go down a dangerous road. Because getting surgeries is going to be like buying candy to these rich people. It'll be like nothing.
And then they ugly themselves in the process.
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
Yeah. So what's our conclusion here?
In my opinion, if it makes you happier, do it. That's my opinion.
And my opinion will be, if you think
People
it makes it happier, try everything else first and then go the surgery. I say the easy route, as is most things, is the route that is short-term gain, long-term loss. If it's easy, it's probably not the best way to go. I think you should learn to love yourself before you need to do it. And
I think the world is shallow, and it's hard out there for ugly people to find love.
I feel like
so if you can fucking be hotter, and you want to be hotter, I don't fucking blame you. I really fucking don't, because as we know, everyone is shallow. And the world is just going to be nicer to you. You're going to get more opportunities if you are someone who's good looking. It is just the way the world is. I did realize that I just missed another audience response question.
Which was?
So maybe I'll just read it and I'll put it in when we are doing the audience.
Let's do it right now. What is it?
So the question was, what cosmetic plastic surgery procedures are going too far? Okay. And someone did write BBLs with a puke face afterwards. The coolest one is eye surgery. That one hasn't gone far enough. Interesting. Someone just wrote, whatever Michael Jackson did to his face.
Yeah.
Someone wrote, hair plugs, just shave your head. Butt lifts. Another person wrote BBLs.
Yeah, but I'm going with butt. I'm saying back off. I mean, some of them, yeah. There's
Another
certain
person
ones.
said BBLs. Anything to do look alike someone. I'd get surgery to be a hotter version of myself being someone else's sad.
A hotter version of yourself.
That is a perfect comment. It's the people who go into like surgery rooms and they go, give me the Kylie Jenner, or like make me Kim Kardashian. I get what she's saying here. The hotter version of yourself being somebody else's sad. That's a great way to say it.
See, I guess I just don't know how many asses are Brazilian butt lift asses and how many are just chicks been doing some squats and some butt lifts. It's hard to tell. Like they've got that technology on lock, and some of them may be going too far, but some of them might just be like, I don't know, maybe that chick just gets it at the gym. It can be too far. If it's in a natural shape, then you've gone too far.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, are we concluded?
We're
Is that
concluded.
Our episode? Jesus, this was a long one.
Yes, it sure was. Thank you guys for listening. Sometimes the topics get heated.
Keep sending us in suggestions and keep liking and sharing and all that shit. And commenting and fucking reviewing. Google reviews. Is that where we got those reviews from?
Apple Podcasts. I don't know if Google does them.
Well, review us wherever you can. And oh boy, wait for our next episode. I've got Kip Moore review coming for Wild Ones, and That's Us.
Oh my God.
Maybe they'll be good. I don't know. Okay, that's the conclusion. Don't go too far. Don't make yourself look like a weird cartoon character. And
be a hotter version of yourself if you want to be.
And do everything else you can before. You're beautiful the way you are.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Yay, yay, yay.